to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. I'm here with my co-host this morning, Miss Robin Shimizu. Robin's here. We're going to be talking about happy, healthy habits. So sit back, relax. We always like to start with a little healthy habit before we introduce our super guest. So with that, Robin, how are you doing?
Good morning, Teralina. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
All is well. All is
Nice.
well.
Okay, so today I thought I found a nice little article of I like the Cleveland Clinic because they have these short little, very understandable articles. And this one is about 35 positive affirmations to say each day. We're not going to go
Okay.
through all of 35, but I just kind of want to talk generally about why affirmations could be helpful to you.
Mm.
I'm going to digress a little bit. Do you remember watching Saturday Night Live when they had that church lady and they were like making fun of affirmations? Do you remember any of
Mm-mm.
that? Well,
No,
I grew up with people making fun of affirmations. And
really?
yeah,
Okay.
and I always thought, oh, that's so silly and all of that. So I had to really retrain myself to start thinking about affirmations in a positive way because they were always making fun of them. Anyway, this article, Cleveland Clinic says, speaking, thinking, and writing these affirming statements may help boost confidence, reduce anxiety, and overcome self-doubt. So,
Mm-hmm.
what are positive affirmations? Positive affirmations are short phrases you repeat to yourself to help build self-worth and resilience. You can say them aloud or just in your head. They're a way to push back against negative thoughts that can sometimes take over and make yourself doubt yourself. Make yourself,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And it says we live in a society where it's so easy to get bogged down with a lot of negativity. And we're dealing with this every day, right? This negativity. And they also said you can create positive affirmation out of anything that's already going in your head. So if it's negative thought, you flip it, and so you can make an affirmation out of any negative thought that's floating around in your head. And so they had them categorized into self-love and acceptance, saying things to yourself like, I am enough just as I am.
Mm-hmm.
I love myself unconditionally. So those are
Thank you.
affirmations for self-love and acceptance. There's also affirmations for overcoming hardships like, I am strong enough to handle what's happening to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's affirmations for confidence and self-esteem like, I am strong, capable, and resilient. So they're very, very positive, and they have to be in the present. They can't be in the past or in the future. They're right now. This is exactly how I feel right now. So for like stress and anxiety, an affirmation could be, I am calm, centered, and at peace. An
All right.
affirmation
Say
for
that again. I am calm,
I am
centered, and
calm,
at peace.
centered, and at
At
peace.
peace. Mm-hmm.
I choose peace over worry.
Mm-hmm.
I let go of what I can't control. That's a good one. And
Mm-hmm.
then affirmation for gratitude and positivity. I am grateful for this moment and everything it offers. My life
Wow.
is full of blessings, big and small. Today, I choose joy, kindness, and gratitude. So, do affirmations really work? Is there any science
Yes.
behind it? It says positive thinking can boost your mood and mental health if
Mm-hmm.
you practice it regularly. And we says we want to make less room for negative thoughts. So we have to practice positive thoughts intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of affirming your negative thoughts, you're going to affirm your positive ones, which can be easier said than done. It's not easy to flip that script,
Yes.
So it's really hard. And so they were saying, okay, so speak it out loud. When is the last time you complimented yourself? Isn't that a good question? When was the
That's
last
a
time you
good
complimented yourself?
question. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Right? And they say,
Hmm.
write it down. These statements on note cards, on sticky notes, put them on your desk, put them on the mirror, just, have them up. Or you can use your phone instead of, putting them on a piece of paper, put them on your phone and have your phone say them to you regularly. Because you can manage your phone so that it sends you reminders.
Uh-huh.
You can pair it with physical activity. This is where I'm thinking, and you can also pair it with meditation and breath work. So as you're doing your
Oh.
meditation, your breath work, it's one way of breathing in. It says, I breathe in peace. And when you exhale,
Hmm.
I release stress. So we're going to learn a little bit more about breathing today with our guest. And then also they said you can add them to your bedtime routine. So you go to bed with affirmations. You go to bed with positive thoughts. So I want to finish up because we have a really special guest. The final thoughts are positive affirmations help you stay strong and believe in yourself during difficult times. They can train your brain, embrace gratitude, and get in a more positive mindset. So
Mm.
that's just a little reminder to our audience that affirmations can be helpful, and it's a practice. So I
Wow.
can't remember the last time I complimented myself.
I hear you. I hear you. Can you remember or you cannot?
I cannot.
I cannot either. We have to be kinder to ourselves, uh, and slow down and just enjoy the ride.
And flip that switch. So,
It's
like,
a switch. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
There you go. So, thank you so much. And self-talk is so important because your mind will follow your words.
exactly.
And that is also a biblical principle. Bible says you shall have what you say. And so you
Mhm.
and it tells us to keep a guard over our mouth. Oh, what you say to yourself,
Ah.
you know what I'm saying? Will guide you because as man thinketh, so is he. You're gonna go so
I think you practice affirmations regularly, Terralina. It's just not in the same format.
in that same context, huh?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm,
Well, same context with the same format. Yeah, I get
mm-hmm,
it.
mm-hmm,
I think so.
mm-hmm.
I think so. All righty, Daddy. So you wanna tell us what guest you have for us today?
I do. I'm going to read her a very, very short bio.
Okay.
We have with us today Jill Weston. She is affectionately known as the Stress Whisperer, using her
Hmm.
calm vibe and voice to help people navigate stress and anxiety in order to help move through everyday life more smoothly. Her focus is easy to learn mindfulness and meditation sessions means everyone can benefit from her teachings
Wow.
regardless of their level of experience with meditation. Jill has specialized in mindfulness and meditation for 14 years, serving thousands of clients. She hosts workshops, retreats, teacher trainings, and is a contributor on the Insight Timer app. Her business, Breathing Space, was born out of
Mhm.
lifelong guiding principle to be of service. And with that,
Wow.
let's introduce our guest, Jill Weston.
Okay, Miss Jill, we're adding you to the stage.
Good morning, Terry. Good
Good
morning to all
morning.
the listeners.
Let's
Good
see if we
morning to
can get you
Robin.
in the position. There we go. And I'm reorganizing this. Okay. How are you this morning?
I am good. It's good to be back on the show. Always grateful to be here and connect with people who are listening either live or on the replay. So I am good.
Wow. It's so good to see you, Jill.
I know, Terry, that's code word for Like get into the activity so that you can feel good about yourself. And remind me, because I was listening backstage, I'm going to come back to, I noticed, we'll get into it at the end, but I noticed that both of you talked about complimenting yourselves and how you don't do it, and then you didn't. So part of the practice I want to do today is see how you feel after I lead the breathing exercise. And my guess is a compliment is going to come to you easier because you're going to be in a different brainwave state. You're going to be in a different emotional state.
Okay.
So I'm gonna weave that in. And as for our listeners, as Robin said, with any type of breath work, you can add affirmations, you can add physical movement. There's a lot of things that you can integrate. But because I like to make things very easy for today, we'll just do the box breathing. But know that breath work changes what you're thinking. It changes your stress level, and then you can add things to it. You can add practices that really help. So as Robin was talking, some of you who are listening may be saying, oh yeah, I'm not going to do it. I can't tell myself I love I don't feel calm. Some of the affirmations were, I am calm. I can handle your busy mind, your anxious mind is disputing you and arguing with you. When you do breath work, that changes. So I'm going to share a few, not necessarily tips, but a little bit of information, and then we'll go right into the box breath. And it's something that you can come back to this entire session and the recording and just fast forward to the box breathing part. But we'll get started. Yeah.
Do you
So as
want
Robin
to?
said, my name is Jill Weston. I love lots of healing, lots of wellness practices, and I like to make them really, really easy for people. And I'm sorry, Terry, I interrupted you.
I was going to ask you, did you want me to put the graphic up? Just let me know when you're
Okay,
ready for it.
well, in a second.
Mhm.
So this session is titled Less Hustle and More Flow, Breathwork for BizChicks. And the reason I wanted to do breathwork today for the BizChicks listeners is there's a lot going on in the world. There's always a lot going on in our businesses, and sometimes the regular world impacts that. And then sometimes we have our own little inner world. So sometimes my inner world, for example, is, oh, I don't know if I can connect to the technology. Oh my gosh, someone's asking something of me that maybe I don't have time for. So it's very interesting that most of my work lately has been doing Zoom sessions live, and then my insight timer, and that's leading the meditation. It's very curious. In the last 4 days, 2 people have asked me to do recordings for them. The content part is easy because I love what I do. So they gave me information about what they need. One is a stressed mom with a 3-year-old. She has a business. The other one was a man who's having a lot of pain. That part for me is easy. It comes natural. I connected with them. But what it came down to was, well, I haven't used GarageBand in a long time, which is a recording platform. Is it going to be quiet enough? There's celebrations going on where I live. Let's see, I'm so used to setting up my lighting, so used to setting up things for one presentation that I had to really sit and go, wow, okay. And then I had to remember, Jill, use your brain, slow down, use your brain. You have the instructions for GarageBand, go get those. And then I did the recording. So that's an example. Again, in our business, sometimes we start to flounder, we start to think or assume we can't do something, and we forget the tools that we have. I know I can reach out to Robin or Terry or Fran and go, how do I work with this? I can't figure out something on Zoom. I can't figure out Chat GPT. So BizChicks is built around us helping each other. But if you can't slow down and remember that help is at your fingertips, you're not going to reach out to BizChicks. So again, that's what I wanted to do today, is to look at how can we have less hustle and have more flow and be productive. So there's 3 things I want to share, and then we'll do the breath work, and I'll pause for any questions. One thing to consider is, can you pause to power up?
Mm.
Can you pause to power up? And I like to cite studies because sometimes people think, any of us can say anything these days, and who knows. So there is a Harvard Medical School study that says just 1 minute of slow, deep breathing can lower your cortisol. Don't worry about that word. Cortisol is a stress hormone. So when we think things that are stressful, we see things, we experience things, it changes our hormones. And we wonder sometimes well, I don't feel happy anymore, or I don't feel relaxed. Why do I feel like I'm on edge, but I know I'm not in danger? There's a lot of stuff going on in your body. So I recommend, instead of pushing through, and as I said, instead of me hopping on GarageBand, this recording platform, and trying to produce these recordings, it wasn't the time for me right then. I needed to slow down for a minute, remember I could go look at my instructions. Then once I had everything set up and I had the recording levels right, I had all of that correct, I took another pause, and then I did the recording. So kind of think of pausing as a reset button for you for some clarity. Second idea is, can you exhale to excel? So exhale to excel, EXCEL, to be better. So our exhale is linked to what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. Again, maybe big words for some people. Maybe you're like, I've never heard of that before. Don't worry. It basically has to do with your rest and digest. So again, if I am worried, or we call it fight or flight. So thank you. So again, as I'm sitting ready to do those recordings, if I'm thinking, I don't know what to do, I don't know if this is going to work, how do I get on this platform? Literally, my body is now getting into alarm. If I don't check that, my recordings are not going to sound very peaceful. So if you have a phone call to make, maybe you have a phone call to book your services, and you're so worried about it, you're reflecting on the past. Maybe all your phone calls were not perfect. Maybe you wrote emails in response to booking something, or to a service, or to selling. But if you take that pause and you exhale, literally your nervous system will go, oh, there's nothing to be afraid of. Okay. And that's a little bit of what we're going to do with the box breathing. So an exhale, if you can, a long exhale, reduces anxiety. It will lower your heart rate. You have the ability to affect and change your body. And then your decision makings are better. Again, if I had gotten on the recording with the worry of the tech part, my voice would have sounded different. So when in doubt, breathe out. I know Terry likes little isms like that. So when in doubt, breathe out. And the third one, and then we'll get to the box breathing. The third one is breathe for brain power. Okay. Your brain uses, they're saying, maybe about 20% of your body's oxygen. So when you're breathing shallow, your nervous system is affected. It thinks you should be scared. And just think of it as you have less fuel for focus and creativity. So if I'm kind of breathing like this, you can't quite see it, but it's short and it's fast. You can hear how my voice sounds. So I'm breathing okay, I'm all right. Versus I am breathing slow. I am okay. I am ready to make that phone call. Okay. So that was not an act or a little magic trick. Literally, if I took that time to breathe, my voice and my rhythm has to slow down. If I go back to breathing really fast and talking really fast, this is just what's going to happen. So better breath also equals better business decisions. And you even right now, if I got rattled with something, I could hit the mute button for a moment and pause, and it's quick. You can step into a restroom. You can walk away from a business meeting that quick and say, just a second, you know what? I need to find my other notes right now.
Yeah.
So it can be very quick. It doesn't have to be excessive. Sometimes people think with the business that I run, they're like, I'm not comfortable doing all that meditation, and I don't know what breathing space is, and I don't know what yoga. I can't sit in a business meeting. But I am not talking about that. What I'm talking about is even doing this, somebody could think I'm messing with my necklace. And I'm sitting here putting a little bit of pressure on my chest to remind me to breathe. Okay. Even going, this is a really great meeting. I love having a great meeting. Even if it's not, just then I took a deep exhale. You don't have to say, excuse me, stop this meeting. I'm in crisis. No, it can be very subtle. It can be so subtle. Okay, so those are kind of a little bit of the framework of pause to power up, if that works for you, exhale to excel, and then number 3 that you're seeing on the screen. Oh, thank you. I didn't want to have you zip through that. So exhale to excel, and then the third one, thank you, Terry, breathe for brain power. And we're going to do that now. So Terry, if you want to put up the box breath guide. And this may look a little complicated because, again, if right now you're in a little bit of that, wait, box breathing, what is she talking about? Oh, there's 4 boxes. This is just a guide for you to come back to later. And I will go back in, and at least on Facebook, I can drop it into the comment section. You can also reach out and ask me for this. So you don't have to stare at it during the box breathing. You can just listen while I lead. It will help, Terry, if you want to leave it up there. But it is basically you inhale for 4, you hold easily, gently for 4, exhale again for 4, and then you're going to hold again for 4. Now, the beauty of doing this with me is that I'm going to guide you. So if you want to close your eyes, again, you don't have to stare at the example we put up there. If it helps you, follow along with that. And the idea is when we inhale and then hold, it is telling your body, sending your body a message to your nervous system. And then you're doing that long exhale if you can. That is relaxing your nervous system. And then you hold again. And you might ask, well, why do I have to hold? Why can't I just inhale and exhale? You know what? You can if you want to. So if any of this is a struggle, do what feels natural. And there's a gentleman that some of his practice, or a lot of his practices I follow. He says the key with any practice is if you feel better, if you feel different, if you feel change after you have done this, it's working. Keep doing it your way. If it feels agitating to you to inhale for 4, inhale for 3, don't inhale at all. If you're like, oh, I don't think I can hold it for 4, and you're already thinking that, hold it for 1, don't hold it at all. Because we want to do practices that support you. All right, I'm going to play a little bit of, it'll be very quiet background music, and the ladies can let me know if it's too loud. Okay. And I'm going to guide you through. And you don't have to do anything fancy. You can be sitting anywhere, nothing fancy. So start with an exhale. And then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold again for 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back to normal breathing for a minute. Relax your shoulders because you probably did 1, 2. Just relax. And then we're going to do it again for just a few rounds.
Okay.
So exhale. And then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. And go back to your regular breathing. And see if you can notice if something in your brain, something in your body has changed or shifted. And I want to add on one piece before we come out of that. If you feel to, go ahead and compliment yourself. What is the first compliment about yourself that comes to mind? It may be I am, I can. First compliment that comes to yourself. And then if you feel too relaxed, Terry, you can shake out your right hand. You can shake out your left hand. Shrug your shoulders a little bit. And then as we wrap up, I would love to hear your experiences if you want to share that. Would love to hear if you have any questions at all.
Okay. Well, I feel better.
Okay.
And when I was thinking of a compliment, my compliment was I showed up, I'm present, and the broadcast happened. And you're
Yes.
coming all the way from Mexico. So I was
Yes.
just like, I did an international broadcast
Mm-hmm.
this morning.
And change from, oh yeah, I don't really ever compliment myself. And even Terry, listening to your voice right now, it was,
Mhm.
I showed up.
Mhm.
Like there was conviction in your voice. It was like you truly felt it. I showed up, and you did.
Mhm. Yeah.
Robin, how about you? Any shift or anything that you found? And know too that you don't have to share the compliment out loud, but just was there a shift?
Well, there was a shift in my own energy in terms of just my own inner peace. And I realized that I don't breathe deeply enough routinely. And, one of the things I think is really important is that we fill our lungs up to the very
Yes.
fullest we can. And I don't do that often enough. So this
Yeah.
was really great for me physically too. And compliments are hard for me to come by. So
It's okay.
mine is I am strong and patient. And because that's pretty much how I'm living my life right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, affirmations are hard for you to come up with or compliment yourself, but you did. And my guess is it's again because you were both in a different kind of brave wave state, different emotions. Those of you listening in, more than likely you shifted from, I don't know, I'm just too busy. I have too much going on. Why would I compliment myself? All these things we tell ourselves. And even as I'm saying that, watch what my like it's, and then when you take that breath, your body's like, oh, there's no dinosaur chasing me. My to-do list isn't chasing me. Nothing is chasing me at this moment. How do I want to deal with the stuff that is chasing me when I step out of this? Because I am not disputing that there are things that chase us and things in front of us. There's all kinds of things. Some is in our mind, Some is really real. A lot is like right now, in the next 10, 15 minutes, I need to be done so I can receive a delivery that's important. But during the show, that was not on my mind because I left a note on the front door. I know what time we're going to finish. I didn't need to think about that. Now, as soon as we're done, I'm going to go back to my to-do list like all of you are. We all have things.
Mm-hmm.
But in this moment, I told my body, no, I'm not doing that right now. So when that mind says, oh, I can't do affirmations, oh, I don't think they're powerful, sit for a minute, just take that quick pause, couple exhales of the box breathing, and probably pretty guaranteed that thought will change about the affirmations or about the compliments or about, any of the services that you offer, or those of you who are creative and you literally feel like you can't make your product because of stuff in your brain. Try the box breathing. And my guess is you'll get your product in the works, you'll get your services ready, you'll make that phone call you've been hesitant to. So thank you everyone so much for listening. I'm going to turn it back over to Terry to do the outro and I think to put up where you can contact me. But thank you so much. It's
Absolutely.
always a pleasure to be here on BizChicks.
I have a question.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, Jill, you said previously that you actually record sessions for people. So if you can, we can contact you to get our own like yoga nidra recording and have
Yes.
you develop that for us.
Mhm.
Wow.
And really any type of recording, even if somebody wants the box breathing, if they're
Mhm.
just thinking, I cannot do it on my own, it's not working. Almost I can record affirmations, not almost anything that you want recording that I feel would be of value and I feel confident in doing for you, I would do. If it's something that just doesn't feel right for me, I would just share that to you. I wouldn't just do it. But yeah, anything
So
that you want.
that's really a service because there's not too many people that I know. There's nobody else that I know that knows me, that can do a personalized recording and yoga nidra recession for me that I could then
Yes.
access anytime.
Yes.
I'm going to contact you and get
Okay.
one.
Okay. And I have recordings on my website. It's the yoga knit that it's either a 2-day pass or a 1-day. The custom ones are helpful because it's working with what's going on for you at that time.
Exactly.
And I put that energy and the difference in the dialogue into that.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So are we talking about, should we be going to the breathing space or should we be going to Insight Timer?
Let's go to the Breathing Space website
Okay.
because those have some links about me and have some links as to how you can contact me.
Okay. So need more breathing space? Okay. Can you see the share
Mhm.
there on? Okay. So here's your schedule. This is what's going on, guys.
Yep.
All of these are on Zoom.
And then at the very bottom is the way to reach out to me.
Okay,
Wow,
have
you
a
really
question?
increased your classes too, Jill. Thank you so much.
Yes. And at the very, very top, if you scroll back up under the
Mhm.
more section, it's going to display differently on your phone versus something else. But you
Okay.
can go to the meditation recordings and you can see what's
Recordings.
available. And those are the ones that if you want a non-custom, you don't even have to contact me. You just click. And it's of great value. It's only $11 for the 4-hour use
Mm.
and then
Wow.
$20 for a 2-day use.
You
And you
know,
don't have to reach out to me. It's all automated. You just click on it, pay, and then you get the link for the recordings.
see, I haven't been in here recently. This is really nice
No
because I use Shift
worries.
a lot. I used to use Shift a lot, like
Mhm.
every week.
Yep.
Cool.
And that's a free listen.
And it's
I
a
hear
short one too. It's only like 15 minutes.
guided
or
Mhm.
something. It's awesome.
guided
This is great.
visualization. Mhm.
Oh,
So,
wonderful.
so Jill, we are excited. We look forward to contacting you.
Thank you.
Guys,
Thank you.
now you know how to get in contact with Jill. We're going to put the link for her website in the chat. Let me go to home so that I guess when you come in, you'll be on the schedule page.
Thank you.
And we're putting that up here in the comments so people can find you. And we thank you so much for all you do to help us breathe and flow. Flow better at BizChicks. Thank you again, Jill.
You're welcome. You're
All right.
welcome.
And we'll see you soon. Go get your package.
I have time. I'm good. I have
Oh,
time.
good, good, good. I want everybody to know that BizChicks has a workshop coming up. Let me put this up.
So,
And as you can see, we have a free workshop coming up. It's going to be on September the 25th, I believe. And we're going to be talking about 5 ways to use AI to save 10 or more hours per week in your business. So you'd want to get a hold to that. And you can find that on the BizChicks website at bizchicks.net, or you can contact us also if you're part of the community. The sign up is in there. And we are just excited to share this opportunity with you. If you have trouble finding it, just direct message us through our Instagram or over on our Facebook page. You can send us a message through Facebook Messenger. We'll send you the link. And we're going to be talking about setting those AI protocols so that, you are safe while you're using ChatGTP, ways that you can use it to increase your productivity. You're going to be able to save time, save money, and get more done when you finish this workshop. So we hope that you'll sign up, come on over. We take complicated things and make them easy to understand, easy to digest. We don't like convoluted crap. So we're going to take AI and make it work for you. Okay. So with that, we hope that you'll sign up for the workshop. And take this graphic down. I want to also remind you that if you're looking to become a part of BizChicks, you can simply text Biz to 33777, or you can go to bizchicks.net. We'd love to share with our community what it is you do and how you serve. Oh my gosh, Jill, thank you so much. I guess you can tell by my voice that,
you are
that I'm
welcome. You
feeling
are
a lot
welcome.
better. Yes, God is good. So I'm just excited. Thank you so much. Thank you, Francine, for all you do. That's my partner with BizChicks,
Mhm.
and she is always doing stuff, tech stuff in the back. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without Fran. So, Fran, we want to give you a shout out. Also, we want to remind you that Fran is not only a tech diva, but she's also a real estate investment broker. So, guys, if you're looking to buy, sell a house, whatever, anything to do with real estate, Francine is your girl. With that, we want to remind everybody that it's okay to make money in your business. So go to the front of your own line. Thank you again for all you do, Robin. We'll see you soon. Thank you for giving us a happy, healthy habit of speaking good words to ourselves. And then, Jill, you came right behind that and reinforce that with affirmations. Wow, what a tie in. Thank you so much, ladies. And we'll see you all soon. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.